You already know what it is. Mega 6 star in the gates. Tonight is a special night. I must say, shout out to Crystal Dynamics. Shout out for Aspire for doing this. They blessed us. Many of us fans been asking for this for a very, very long time. And we finally got our ends. Now back in '99, there have been many classics dropping on PlayStation, and all the 3D story games was really mind blowing at the time. And what else can I say? Raziel was one of those characters that just been insane structure to me. And with that said, I'm glad that I could finally be able to play Legacy of Kain. Soul Reaver 1 and 2 Remastered. We could finally you know, get more of an experience out of other people and everything. Many fans, many newcomers that didn't get their chances to, you know, mess with this. And I'm playing it live. Why not? I know there's fans that watch, like shout out Miguel Swagero. That name Swagero come from him, taking well care of himself and all that, doing his thing. But without further ado, let's get into it. Mega 6 star, Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver 1 and 2 Remaster. Let's get it. We here. Look at that. Whoever thought we'd get it in a bundle. Classic. I remember this dropped on PlayStation 2. My boy had it and everything, and I had to play over at his crib. I didn't get this game for myself till about like a year or two later and everything. When I finally had my own PS2. And as for Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver, my older brother bought this game. He bought this and the strategy guide. Now we got to play a bit of Legacy of Kain Blood Omen through like years ago, and we kind of didn't look at it too important because of the graphics. But as far as Soul Reaver, they started showing these in the magazines, the ads and everything, and this is what you would see. I was like, yo, he looked kind of messy. He looked kind of nasty. We're gonna see why he looks this way and everything, like because this story is deep. This one is a deep story. Like every last one of these games and everything, they all add up into a whole franchise. And all I could really say about it is that, a lot of people didn't get to experience it. Now look at this menu right here, this theme and all that. This joint right here is one of the illest menus of all games. And I always try to tell people like maybe nowadays it may look a little aged or whatsoever, but you never see some evil cathedral type scene to, you know, shock you off like that. But hey, without further ado, let's get into the game. That's the most important part of this.
Kain is deified. The clans tell tales of him. Few know the truth. He was mortal once, as were we all. However, his contempt for humanity drove him to create me and my brethren. I am Raziel, firstborn of his lieutenants. I stood with Kain and my brethren at the dawn of the Empire. I have served him a millennium. Over time, we became less human and more divine. Kain would enter the state of change and emerge with a new gift. Some years after the Master, our evolution would follow, until I had the honor of surpassing my lord. For my transgression, I earned a new kind of reward. Agony. There was only one possible outcome. My eternal damnation. I, Raziel, was to suffer the fate of traitors and weaklings, to burn forever in the bowels of the Lake of the Dead.
Cast him in.
Tumbling, burning with white-hot fire, I plunged into the depths of the abyss. Unspeakable pain, relentless agony. Time ceased to exist. Only this torture and a deepening hatred of the hypocrisy that damned me to this hell. An eternity passed, and my torment receded, bringing me back from the precipice of madness. The descent had destroyed me, and yet I lived.
Raziel, you are worthy. I know you, Raziel. You are worthy.
What madness is this? What pitiful form is this that I have come to inhabit? Death would be a release next to this travesty.
You did not survive the abyss, Raziel. I have only spared you from total dissolution.
I would choose oblivion over this existence.
The choice is not yours.
I am destroyed.
You are reborn. The birth of one of Kain's abominations traps the essence of life. It is this soul that animates the corpse you lived in. And that, Raziel, is the demise of Nazgoth. There is no balance. The souls of the dead remain trapped. I cannot spin them in the wheel of fate. They cannot complete their destinies. Redeem yourself. Or if you prefer, avenge yourself. Settle your dispute with Kain. Destroy him and your brethren. Free their souls and let the wheel of fate churn again. Use your hatred to reave their souls. I can make it possible. Become my soul reaver, my angel of death.
Alright, we in here, man. Like I said, it's been a while since I really played, but I can't make that an excuse because I beat this game probably like 3 times in my life. Oh, look at that. It got like a little a compass. I didn't even really notice that. That's not on the original, so look at how it looks. It looks real good. Like graphical upscale. It still has like its natural image to it, but they kind of painted it up. That's kind of what it did on Dreamcast. Dreamcast looked a bit sharper and everything. He was a little buffer and everything, but yeah, they did their thing. The reflections look good. The coloring look good. The lighting is nice. And it still got its little blocky little backgrounds. Like
These gates twist space, laying a path across great spans.
always highlight these. It's like your quick travel. It's like one of the first games I know of to have these little quick travels. You know how you play Ratchet and Clank and all that? It's kind of the same thing as Ratchet and Clank almost, when you just walk through a portal and everything. You ain't even need SSD for this. Let's continue on. Yeah, it feels good to play this again. Get all the trophies and all that.
You are weak. You must feed.
The old hunger has left me. I have no desire for blood.
You are changed. Your bloodthirst is replaced by a deeper need. You have become a devourer of souls. To sustain your strength, you must hunt the lost spirits of the underworld and consume the souls of your enemies.
Back then, his teeth used to look like paper. All of that. They fixed his sleeves. Yo, what Kain did to him is foul. And it's crazy because you get to play as Kain and Blood,
Your wings, though ruined, are not without purpose. Take hold of them as you leap, and they will carry you across this chasm.
And I'ma stay, moderate with where I'm at in the story as if I don't know, but I'll explain the story as I go. But yeah, word is Kain is jealous over Raziel's evolution. Kain wasn't blessed with the powers that Raziel obtained, and this is what
What
happens.
scabrous wretches are these?
Shua, the scavengers of the underworld. Their feral hunger has claimed countless souls, spirits who now shall never find their rest.
Alright. See, on PlayStation 1, you was only able to use L1 or R1. Or you could use like the analog stick if you had one to like turn it left and right. Kind of like how Kingdom Hearts 1 is. Like the way you turn the camera on Kingdom Hearts 1 was the same way you turn the camera on this game.
These portals are your conduit between the spectral and material realms. With their aid, you may gather matter and will yourself to become manifest in the physical world. This is taxing, however. Your strength must first be fully restored. You require no conduit to return to this plane. You may abandon your physical body at any time.
Look weird seeing the touchpad instead of the select button.
Sustain your strength to prolong your manifestation in the physical world. If you fail to feed or absorb too many wounds, this fragile matter will dissolve.
Now this game right here, it's like a Metroidvania. What is Zelda like? It's an open world game. You know, this is like one of the first of its kind and everything. When it came to like 3D travelers and everything, this one like truly executed.
You are young yet, Raziel. You still retain many of your vampiric weaknesses. Immersion in water, while not fatal, will dissolve your physical body, forcing your return to the spirit world. Be aware that in the spectral realm, water has neither heft nor lift. It stands as thin as air.
So that health drop from the toes getting sizzled a bit.
What are these creatures?
Do you not recognize them? They are the children of your brother, Duma.
That's impossible. These foul, scuttling beasts could not be kin of our high blood?
Do you suppose that time stood still for you, Raziel? Much has changed since you passed from the world of men.
I knew my opponent's weaknesses, having suffered them myself. Physical wounds are fleeting. Vampire's immortal flesh begins to close as soon as it is cleaved. Vampires need only fear those wounds that impale or inflame. Water scorches like acid, and fledglings are devastated by sunlight's touch. I would have to modify my tactics to suit my foes.
Yeah, I never looked at their face to look that way. I never thought they looked that way. They look so much uglier on the other game. Well, the other game, it's the same game, but on the original, fan me up because of the
Unfettered from the flesh, a creature's soul fades swiftly into the spectral realm. Draw it in quickly, Raziel, or you will be compelled to follow.
hell to follow. He's in the wrong spot. He tried to do me dirty just now. Okay. It's like that. Come on.
progress surpasses what you knew in life. Even massive obstacles can be moved effortlessly.
Yo, that body used to look hella like just a mess on the PlayStation 1. Just used to look just two little polygons. Like that just looked crazy. Now it still look kind of basic, but with the overlap, it definitely got a good repainting. Like,
My God! The sanctuary of the clans reduced to ruin. Beyond these walls lay the pillars of Nosgoth, the seat of Kain's empire. How humble it now appeared, collapsing into the dust of its former magnificence. And yet, I had only just emerged. In the instant between my execution and resurrection, centuries had apparently passed.
This world is wrecked with cataclysms. The earth strains to shrug off the pestilence of Kain's parasitic empire. The fate of this world was preordained in an instant by a solitary man. Unwilling to martyr himself to restore Nosgoth's balance, Kain condemned the world to the decay you see. In that moment, the unraveling began. Now it is nearly played out. Nosgoth teeters on the brink of collapse. Its fragile balance cannot hold.
see, that's the face I. Oh, is it the same exact pic now? Yeah, it is, but yeah, I could see it now. I'll be back to this. Yo, it definitely got more like sound effect to the music that I wasn't able to hear on the previous. Oh. There's some things that gotta get fixed. Like when you see him doing like the repetitive attack I just did, it's not too sharp. I always hated that the weapon disappears when he opened doors and everything, or a cutscene come through. The weapon will disappear. could return to that one spot. That's where the Elder God is at. Like, yo, can I get off? Yeah, there's some things that's still kind of messy with the controls and everything. Sometimes he locks onto like just running forward, and I won't be running them. Goodness, man. I love how they still got like the blood stains on them and everything.
This, at least, had remained constant. The endlessly swirling vortex of the abyss. My tomb and the womb of my rebirth. Though much of Nosgoth's landscape had changed, these cliffs gave me my bearings. My clan territory was to the west. I was anxious to see how my descendants had fared during the centuries of my absence.
I'll walk off. Let's take a look at the area where he was cast. Yo, it's so ill how they could just go in computer files and just reestablish everything, make sure everything is back to its sharpness. What other Crystal Dynamics games need to be reworked on? Fighting Force. Woo! What if they make Fighting Force? I don't know if everybody know what Fighting Force is. Y'all gotta. Miguel, you know what Fighting Force is. Nice throw, Raziel. Yeah, they definitely look different. That's why I didn't realize the face at first. Got him. How you doing? I love this song. Here come the other one. He's gonna be mad because he's down. go. This is naturally how you're supposed to play. A lot of people would be tapping the button.
Proud kin wiped from this world like excrement from a boot. I knew the hand that wrought this deed.
That's some PlayStation 1 stuff also. You see all of that like flashing and everything like that. I know they'll patch it up and everything in the future, but you know, this is day one. It just came out today. Well, it just reawakened, like I said before. It reawakened from its sleep. Both at the door. About to help your boy out? It's too late. I'll let you live with that. You know what I'm saying? I'll let you live with that. Back up. Yo, look what they did to me. That was some evil people. Trying to sneak up on them. What God did to that man? On behalf of him. Get a beat. About to freestyle to this, but I'm gonna be off beat because I'm on a live stream. Oh look, here go the original graphics right here. That's crazy. That's what he looked like right there. That's all you seen out of the detail of their face. That's fire. Now let's look at his teeth. That's what I was saying. Like his teeth look like paper on the original. In comparison to like how they put the overlap on the graphics. Like PS1 graphics is epic. It was hard to see him like this close. Alright, let's get going. I do remember this game still, like I remember where to go. I know you're gonna come back, but you know.
No! Please!
I didn't recognize these flayed racks of flesh. Their scent was vampiric. They gnawed upon their victim's carcass like dogs.
I'm gonna treat them like dogs. Go ahead, walk into it. You did walk into it. Look at that big old whelp on his shoulder. This is how he looked like on the original. So I tried to back up. You got quick hands. I had to knock him out. Did him dirty. Ate his whole stomach over. That's what he looked like on the original. Here go Vampire Hunter. He ain't messing with me. Naturally, he'll come attack me.
This charnel house bore the unmistakable marks of Melchiah's clan. To what depths had our dynasty plummeted if these ghouls were the descendants of my high-born brother? Were they so debased as to recruit fledglings from the desiccated corpses here interred?
That is hilarious, bro. Send him over to get his ass whooped for eternity. Go ahead, do your thing, bro. That was hilarious just now.
My brother Melchiah was made last, and therefore received the poorest portion of Kain's gift. Although immortal, his soul could not sustain the flesh, which retained much of its previous human frailty. This weakness, it seemed, was passed on to his offspring. Their fragile skins barely contained the underlying decay.
I just want to look at the sign. Goodness, man. Back up. Let me get my I'll walk them into it. As you see, I am a fan of torture. What kind of guy is that? Get closer and closer. Yeah, a lot of the buttons don't operate on time or it over operates. Out, out, out. Ongoing travel. See, I was watching Dreamcast guys what you call it, review, and he was talking about how they don't talk about how they need help or say like an objective. Like, bro, why you need objectives for? Like, you don't need all that. Shift to the spectral realm. Oh, we're back in there. One of the best parts about the game is just going back to like both realms and everything and seeing the difference. But let's do this.
Beware, Raziel. These wraiths are vampire spirits, fettered too long in the spectral realm. When their vampire natures adapt to this plane, they become eaters of souls. Do not allow these spirits to re-inhabit their corpses.
think they tampered with the AI to make them smarter or whatever. Yeah, they definitely made them like way sharper. For the way he's moving around and chasing me, he was never that good. Like it was kind of messy. They definitely sharpened that because he's like coming for my scalpel. Let's make him disappear. Now this room, I mean this room ain't too bad, but when you get further and further into like Melchiah's area, this puzzle right here is extremely annoying. Didn't mean to fall down here. See how I can do this. Oh man, this ducking and weaving is just crazy right now. Back up off of me, bro. Look at his face. He looks so much scarier. Oh my gosh. Look at him devouring my soul. Oh. Two of them. Yeah, they made it much more dangerous. Nope, get over here. Let's get away from that other one. See, within the spirit realm, look, it's coming for my head, yo. Everything is at a standstill. Yeah, they made them way tougher. It needed that. It needed that. What else can I say? It needed to get fixed like that. Yo, I really love Aspire. I can't lie, like what they've been doing for like the classic Star Wars games, and like now they doing Crystal Dynamics. It's like, yo, they need to get their hands on more games. It's like I love Blue Point. Blue Point is crazy with what they do. Ever since Shadow of the Colossus, and you know, like Demon Souls, of course, just been a wish for so many remasters, remakes, whatever you want to call it. See all of that? That looks so much cleaner just looking up there. A lot of this wouldn't even load in on a PlayStation. On the PlayStation, they'll have to cut a lot of that out so it could, you know, operate. Besides, this is Soul Reaper 1. Like Soul Reaper 2, they did a much better job with like the maps and everything. Here we go. Get a dose of that soul. Let him dig in his own hole you want. Back up out of my way, sir. Just had to take him back up. Smacked him and I'm out. This puzzle is crazy. Somewhat crazy. A lot of this stuff is locked down. See, nothing is working. like, I was only playing a bit and everything. God, he could do that. I think they made it to where the vampire hunters don't attack Raziel. All good, bro. That's what's up. Oh yeah, this little. That's like their bootleg generator. Get your money, homie, and stay lit. Yeah, he would have attacked me on the original game. Okay, so these 4 layers right here, I gotta pretty much fill those and everything with these torches and everything, but I got time on my hands. Whoever made this little area right here while they was building this whole tower should be ashamed of themselves. They could have made a hallway for them. And see, this cage is closed. So it's like I have to get that thing down with. First things first. I remember beating this game. It was like The Last of Us. part 2 was coming. Soul Reaver made us go back. Well, it made me get my own copy of Blood Omen, the original. Of course, you know, I had to ask my mother to do that, and yeah, you know, like I used to front like the game was too violent. That was a violent game. But just like this one, Blood Omen Legacy of Kain has a lot of mature, like, biography to it. I got one more to do. As we proceed. On to the next one. I think it's because it's the second book.
Show yourself, creature.
Do you not recognize me, brother? Am I so changed?
Melchiah?
Yes, brother. You should have stayed where the Master sent you, Raziel. You will find Nosgoth less pleasant than you remember.
What has become of my clan? Answer me, little brother, or I will beat an answer from your horrid lips.
Everyone is afraid, sibling. You awake to a world of fear. These times of change are so unsettling. Do you think I feel no revulsion for this form? Do you believe for a moment that our Lord would risk his empire upon an upstart inheritance?
Enough riddles. What are you saying?
You are the last to die.
Yo, I never realized his hands were freaking grown feet. I know he's much faster and much smarter. Alright. Where he at, man? I don't got that much health. Don't let him sneak attack. Sorry. If he lives. So I guess they make it mad easy because
Tell
naturally
me,
you
Melchiah,
send them.
where can I find Kain?
The Master is beyond your reach, Raziel. He makes himself known when he sees fit, not when commanded. Release them.
You have done well, Raziel.
Am I reduced to this? A ghoul? A fratricide?
Elevated, Raziel, not reduced. Consuming Melchiah's soul has endowed you with a new gift. Insubstantial barriers such as these are no impediment to you in the spectral realm. Will yourself to pass through, and you shall.
Raziel is back. Raziel is back with a vengeance. And Raziel is back with a graphical update. I'm happy. I know I said it 100,000 times. But I am very happy to see the Legacy of Kain series return. I also said a million times that many fans never got to experience this. So, yeah, now's their time. You can't recommend classics to everyone though. Like, graphics like this is like, I'll say like a little above PS2 era, just due to the sharpness and everything. Soul Reaver 2 is very clean. It's been so long since I played Soul Reaver 2.
Return to the sanctuary of the clans, Raziel. Melchiah's soul has endowed you with the means to gain entry. Beware, however. This hollow derelict is abandoned, but not uninhabited.
I hear you. But we'll do that. We'll do that on the next episode. Till then. Whoa. Get your money. Stay litty. Understand that every day is another day to hustle. Every other day is a day to grind. Every other day is a day to give. And again, I am thankful for Crystal Dynamics giving us this masterpiece. You know? Would have never thought that we'd have this moment. But as you see, more and more projects drop. Ain't nothing more to show for this episode. I I just know that when it comes down to a game like Soul Reaver, you got a lot of story on your hands and everything. When I say story, I mean like some real gothic, vampiric type of stuff and everything, you know. But you gotta stay tuned for those mega plays. Mega 6-star out the gates. Peace out, gang.